Hey, it's Chaya, and I'm back with another episode of Unstuck and Unstoppable, the series created specially for people like me and you, for people who are ready to become unstuck and forever unstoppable. This is the secret formula that took me years, blood, sweat, tears, and so much more to learn. But I finally have it, and I'm so excited to share it with you because if even one person gets to skip the what I like to call, well, what I don't like to call, but what I call the dark years, it'll be worth it. I went through the dark years for so long that I never knew that there would really be light at the end. I just pretended there would be. And now that I'm here, all I want to do is make sure that you skip them, or you have the ability to weather them properly and know that you're not alone and become unstoppable because of them. So how about that? Let's do this. Let's go deep, let's go far, and like we said in day one, the only thing we want to do is keep showing up whenever we can, as much as we can. When you're here and you're watching this, you watch it to the end, you watch it all the way, and you, at that moment, commit to it completely. Don't make commitments for life or try to alter your life based off of this. Just allow that moment to be the life-altering moment, because all it takes is one, and you don't know which one it is. And you don't know how it's going to happen. And you don't know that it's happening until way after. There are so many moments that I think back in my life and I'm like, I had no idea then. I had no idea that was going to be the final moment. So, when you're here, be with me all the way. Like right now. Right now we want to talk about responding versus reacting. Yesterday I described reacting versus responding, explaining the breakdown of what reactions look like and why we do them. And as I said then, you're reenacting your past. You're creating again the story you know, because that's more comfortable than a story you won't know. That's more comfortable than the odds of what happens if it's not a story you know. The odds are so many odds, and it's scary, right? So the brain has been programmed for protection and survival. Now the thing is that if you are around people who are healthy people, your reaction mode, though not as healthy as responding because it's not fully awake, will be better. But if you were around people that were dysfunctional, your reaction mode will be completely dysfunctional. So for example, for me, when there's this one person that, like, there are very few people in my life today that will trigger me, and basically my close friends already know all about this, and we kind of talk through it. As I'm being in reactive mode, I'll be like, I'm feeling really angry at you right now, and it kind of feels like this is too big to be about what you're saying, so it's probably from my past, because anything hysterical is historical. So I think you're turning into my dad right now. I think that when you say, hi, I need you to do this, that, the other, it reminds me of exactly that story, and then as we talk it through, it kind of just, whew, and it dissolves, and then there's this beautiful moment of connection of like, oh my God, I almost turned you into my enemy when you're my friend. So that's really pretty much just a peek at what happens once you become really good at this. You're actually able to bring your friends along with you into this process, and it can become beautiful. But there's this one person that, oh God, she reminds me so much of me that it kind of like, I sometimes, yeah. And what will happen many times is that I'll become into reactive mode because I feel under attack. I feel under attack because a part of me can't accept that that part of me, the girl that lived through the dark years. A part of me doesn't accept her. A part of me, a very, very small part of me, is very, very proud of her because she survived so much. But a part of me doesn't accept her. Now, why am I breaking it down for you? Because I want you to really get the layout of the land of what happens and why it happens. And then you can go and deepen yourself and find out where it happens by you. Now, what happens is that this girl will say something or do something that's very inconsiderate or just not in my standard. anymore. And it'll leave me feeling really a bad feeling. And then that bad feeling will suddenly grow into this hysterical feeling because it compounds. I become into reactive mode. I go back into my past. I go back. There's so many different places I can go to. It can either be a transference, as I started to explain, which I'm going to explain more tomorrow. And it can be so many different things. It could be a projection. But the bottom line, what I want to explain to you today is suddenly there's this moment where the high of today is completely gone. And there is this need to, I want to fight. Have you experienced that before? Don't lie about it. We all have. And I know it can be shameful sometimes that part can come out, and we can sometimes almost call it the demon within, and it can be the monster, and we can hate it. We can hate it. I want to invite you today to understand it. That part doesn't know any different. That part was created when you were very young. That part was created to protect you. It's not here to fight you or make you look ugly or like a monster. Now, right this moment, let's put our hands on our heart and let's invite that part out. Let's invite that part in front of you right now to see, why are you here? You can close your eyes and ask that part, why are you here? What do you want to tell me? If you're quiet long enough, you might just get an answer. And even if not, create a consciousness around this part that lives inside of you that really means well, that just doesn't know better. And when you're ready, let's tell this part what we intend to do. So, hi there, reactive Chaya. I'm here to tell you that I'm going to start observing you and recognizing what you really need. Because I know that when you're reactive, sometimes you just need my reassurance. You need my love. You need me to tell you it's going to be okay. And sometimes I don't hear the signs. I don't hear you calling. And therefore, you feel the need to go to someone else to get it. But please be patient with me. I'm coming. And I'm going to find a way to understand you better than ever before. I love you. And there is space for you. There is space for you. When you're ready, come back into the room. Whether you did that or you just watched me do it, that is okay. You can't unlearn what you learned. And it's in you now. And you know how to do it too, just by watching. And if you did it, you experienced it. And you can't unexperience what you did. So it's in you. Either way, I'm happy to hear. I'm happy that you're here. And I want to show you something. When we become kind to the part of us that is the hardest to love, what do you think is going to happen? Imagine every time this girl wakes up that part in me, I stand up and I start to hold the girl inside who's getting so scared and so triggered and going back to different places, and I hold her. How do you think I'm going to be reacting? Or am I going to be responding? I'm going to start taking the space I need when I need it, automatically. And imagine what happens to my relationship with me with every time that she does it. What a blessing. What a blessing. That is just a little sample of how we turn reacting into responding. And I'm here today to tell you, it works. There's so much more I want to tell you about this topic, and I will. But I want you to know that even if you watch a video and you don't really fully grasp anything, that's okay. I'm just laying the groundwork for bigger and better. And I want you to have the ability during a reactive spell to be telling your friend, I am reacting right now and this is so frustrating. And to make your friend into your friend rather than your enemy. You deserve it. You deserve it. I'm telling you. Thank you for showing up today. Thank you for doing the hard work. Thank you for doing it for those of us who won't do it. For those of us who need to do it, right? In therapy, there's this cute line. We go to therapy for those of us who need to go. So thank you for doing it. And thank you for making this world a better place for us and for our children. Really. I will see you here tomorrow. Keep doing this amazing work that you're doing. And I'm telling you, the world is breaking through one day at a time. 1 minute at a time. Alrighty. You know what to do. You know what to do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Like this video. Comment. Let me know what you feel. I need to know this. And if you haven't subscribed yet, do it right now. See you soon.